EGM Network.
Honestly, without Treasure Coast Community Health, I think we'd be a much poorer community in terms of our health. We're always striving to fill the gap for everyone in the community, rich or poor. Good afternoon, and welcome to Community Conversations. As the promo said, I'm Vicki Soule from Treasure Coast Community Health. We provide primary medical, dental, behavioral health, pharmaceuticals, vision, sort of a one-stop shop in 8 different locations through the community. And we do that for your convenience and because we know that life is a happening every day, and sometimes you just don't have time to make 3 or 4 or 5 appointments. And so if you're looking for a great place to get care, consider Treasure Coast Community Health. We take all insurances. We also have a sliding fee scale for those that may have high deductibles or don't have any insurance at the moment. So this program is set up so that we can share community conversations that I would otherwise not be able to share with you all by having individuals here from our community, because we know that good health is more than just a physical or a mental or a podiatry kind of thing. It's all the experiences and how we perceive them and what we do with our lives that influence all that we do. And so today I'm so thrilled to have Sue Rhinehart here. Did I say that wrong?
Nope, you're perfectly correct.
As it came out of my mouth, I thought, did I read that right? Sue is the Vero Beach Art Club
Executive Director.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I was going to say president. I knew that didn't sound right. And so we're going to talk today about your club and all the different things that you have going on with it, which the list is much more than the half an hour we'll spend. But I thought we could dive into some of those things, no pun intended, even though you've got ducks sitting there. And I know that the Art Club has been a great sponsor of Treasure Coast Community's Great Duck Derby every year. And so I thank you and your club members for that. You add a little bit of joy to a plain rubber duck. And you brought some today, didn't you?
I did. The artists were thrilled to pick up big ducks and little ducks, and they start coming in last week decorated.
Can you bring them up by your face and the camera will catch it?
And we see this pretty sparkly inner ball gown, one of the bigger ducks. The artists are so creative.
They certainly are. I saw one on skis last year, which just cracked me up.
And we have this little mosaic, one of the small ones, decorated for Halloween, sort of, in a costume. And this is, well, I say one of my favorites, but very creative, one of the small ducks in her tub taking a bubble bath.
Getting ready for the big race day.
For the big race.
Relaxing before. That's wonderful, Sue. And you probably were the motivation behind Dennis saying, let's have a different kind of duck race this year, because he saw how you all took the bigger ducks and did more with them. Our duck race has like the 4-inch ducks, but these ducks, some of them are the 4-inch, but you also get the larger ones that are maybe 10 inches. And in decorating those, we said, wouldn't it be marvelous if we could have some of the bigger ducks do a race? And so our businesses are adopting them for $100, and they will have a race before the race. And so far, I think we have about 45. We knew that we would cap it off at 100. So we've still got some room before the Great Duck Derby on November 3rd. So if you're interested in learning more about that, give us a call. Dennis Bartholomew is our ringleader of the ducks, and he'll be happy to talk to you about those. But that is just one teeny tiny special event that you all do. How long has the club been in motion?
We're getting ready to celebrate. It's been historically one of the longest clubs in the United States, and over 90 years here in Vero.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
How long have you been the executive director?
I signed on just in January of last year, so not quite a year. So this is my first Duck Derby.
Well, I'm sure you have great support because you do not have a little club.
No, we are 650 members strong, and the majority of the list of things we do are all driven by the volunteers. We're an office staff of only 2 full-time people and 1 part-time.
Wow. And so your club location is where?
We are, Taco Dive is next door to us on 14th Avenue, 1903.
Okay. And so I'm sure that with the downtown activities, you're probably open quite a bit for that.
We open for Gallery Stroll on the first Friday of every month. That's our thing. Downtown Fridays is the opposite end of the street, but we love Gallery Stroll, and we look forward to it being in season for our numbers to really bring guests in.
Okay. So what other kinds of things do you want to tell us about today? Why would somebody come and be an art club member if they were a sculptor as opposed to a watercolor artist?
There's opportunities for everybody, and we have a list of exhibits they can do. Traditionally, at the heart of it is we are a gallery for our members. In the front of our spot on the street, and the back end is what we call a marketplace. So you can walk through the gallery and see each artist every 6 weeks can enter a piece of artwork in a judged exhibit. And then the marketplace is sort of the shopping area. Okay. An artist can rent a table or a wall or a pedestal, whatever they'd like, and it's open to the public for 6 weeks. And that sort of is our bread and butter year round, those 2 stable events. We just opened our art classes that we have 1 classroom that can hold up to 10 people. And we run art classes for adults, evening classes, youth classes, homeschool classes throughout the week as well.
And how do they find out about that? Do you have flyers or websites? Or?
We have flyers. We're getting rat cards out in the community that the front side has sort of our day-to-day, and the back side lists all of our events throughout the season and our big exhibits as well. We have a website. They can call the office.
What's the website?
VeroBeachArtClub.org.
Okay, all spelled out.
All spelled out.
Okay. So what have you got coming up most recently?
We have Gallery Stroll coming up the first Friday of November. Okay. Just prior to that, this Sunday, our Art in the Park season opens up. We have Art in the Park and Under the Oaks and Point West Show and Art by the Sea that are all exhibits that are presented by the Vero Beach Art Club. And I don't think the community really realizes that. So Art in the Park is Sunday, and that's the first one, and there are 10 Sundays throughout season from October through April.
And do they rotate the parks that they're at?
No, they're at Humiston on Ocean Drive, like across the street from where traditionally the farmers market is.
Okay.
And it's about 35 artists, and usually they're the same. Every once in a while, a new one will rotate in, just depending on the artist's schedules. And that's been a great
and they actually are doing some of their own artwork there as well as selling?
They do. Some of the artists. We have an artist named Agnes who does pencil drawings and a lot of commission work, and it's fascinating to stand and watch her sketch from photographs. She's amazing. But the art, from jewelry to, there's all kinds of things that go on Sunday afternoon from 10 to 4.
Yeah, I didn't even think about jewelry as art. I'm just a traditionalist. Put it on canvas or a piece of paper or something like that. So what else have you got going? I know that you are involved with many different nonprofits in terms of assisting them. So you mentioned John May's group.
The Feed the Lambs. What sets us apart from the other galleries on 14th Street is that we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So we do a lot of community outreach. Okay. We provided art teachers for the Feed the Lambs summer camp every day for 6 weeks. And
that's amazing.
It's amazing. The artists love it and the students love it. And it's a wonderful project to work on together. So that kept us busy over the summer.
I'll bet it did, because John's not got a small enrollment anymore.
It could have been anywhere from 55 to 75 students every day, just depending on the day.
Yeah, that's a lot. And when you talk about art teachers, tell me a little bit more about that. What kind of experience do they have? Are they retired certified teachers, or, you know, they've been artists themselves their whole lives? Tell me about the range of possibilities of who you might encounter if you join the art club.
It's not just our club members that teach. We have on our website a place where you can fill out a class proposal of what your interest is. So it is retired art teachers or teachers from our public schools that are off for the summer that like to teach. So it is art club members, but it's a whole variety of people. And they send us a proposal of what they'd like to teach, and whether it's a one-day class or a 6-week class or a weekend workshop. We have a variety on our menu. We do a lot.
I guess so. And so organizationally, if I, and it would not be me, I can hardly draw a stick figure, but if, for example, someone like me wanted to do that and made the proposal, then do you have like a committee of others that will evaluate that? Or is it pretty much, we're darn glad that you want to do it? What are the success factors for somebody that might be considering that?
We try, anybody who would like to participate, we try to make sure they're included. And we do have an education committee that looks at the proposals and looks at our schedule. And we ask what the teacher's availability is as far as days and times. And we try to work around that. And it proves to be the most successful for both of us.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I know that before we started, because Treasure Coast Community Health provides health care to the folks who are in the jail, I've seen murals go up. I've seen a lot of encouragement of that. Best ways to spend your day. If you have to be someplace you didn't intend to be, how do you make
We have instructors that teach, not just from the art club, but artists throughout the community that teach 2 days a week. And they just love it.
Yeah.
They look forward to it. And the finished products are just beautiful.
Well, it's an opportunity that you don't expect should you have a weekend visit. Because, the reality is it's a local jail. It's not a prison. It's ordinary citizens that make bad decisions, and they're held accountable to it. But many of them have not had those opportunities or those choices. So, again, I thank you on behalf of the community for opening up a better mental health situation for folks. And I'll bet quite a few of them continue on with that artistry journey afterwards.
Absolutely, they do. It's a sense of pride. It's a sense of accomplishment, and they work together. Mm-hmm. It's like a little mini community within that organization.
Yes, because unfortunately, some are in for a longer time, and so the days are pretty slow. So we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll talk about some of the other things that you guys have got going. Thank you. Treasure Coast Community Health in-house pharmacies have the lowest prices in Indian River County, even lower than big box pharmacies. Taking your medication as prescribed leads to better health. Affordable medicine makes it easier. Treasure Coast Community Health patients can pick up medicine as they leave the office or use free delivery and mail order services. Pharmacists are always available to answer questions. Switch to TCCH pharmacies. Save money, stay healthy. 772-257-8224 and ask about our price match.
Start your weekend early with Live in the Loop, Thursday nights at Riverside Theater. Live music from local musicians, jazz, country, and blues, starting at 5:30. Hang out, rock out, and chill out. Riverside Theater's Live in the Loop, outdoor grill, and music bar.
It's hurricane season. Prune your trees now with Scott Tree Services. Strengthen your trees against high winds and remove broken limbs that could cause damage. Don't get nervous. Call Scott Tree Services.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal Coastal Living, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Bollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a huge fall sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet store directly across the street, filled with lots of brand name closeout and sale items. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. If you're just joining, my name is Vicki Soule, and I'm the CEO of Treasure Coast Community Health. We are also a nonprofit, as many of our guests are, and so this is our give back to the community for all the generosity of supporting so many of our 30,000 patients each year. And again, I want to announce or remind you that we take all the insurances. And so if you're looking for a provider, perhaps yours is retired or moved, we are all board certified and highly trained individuals, and we love to take insurances. That helps us sort of balance our books a little bit and know you're not taking someone else's place that needs it more. We are healthcare for all people, and so I thank you for all that you do to help us as we go forward to support the community's health. And one of those is talking about what contributes to good health. And today, Sue is here from the Vero Beach Art Club talking about all the different things that they do as a nonprofit that help improve the mental health of everyone in our community, rich or poor. And so we talked a little bit about John May's summer class. You mentioned a couple of other things as we took a break. So you said you started something new at the Source.
We just start working with the Source. We go twice a month, and we go to the Source. They provide the space, and we've been sharing the supplies that are needed for each class, and we teach their community there's been about 15 to 20 students per class so far. And it's something they've been doing for many, many years. And we just start providing art teachers to help give extra support.
Oh, that's great. So the whole issue of supplies, as you go out to different impoverished areas or with individuals that would have a tough choice to make between art supplies and food or shoes or a roof over their head. How does the art club support those folks with supplies?
Whether you come for downtown gallery strolls or one of our signature events, Art in the Park, Art by the Sea, Point West, our show in November, or our biggest donations we receive is from Under the Oaks, obviously, because it's a much larger attended event. Mm-hmm. But you'll see our volunteers at the gates rattling the donation jars, and those donations are imperative for us to keep these community outreach programs going. That's what buys canvases and paints and you name it. It's a whole menu, pottery supplies. It's a whole menu depending on what the class is.
And of course, if someone hearing this broadcast would like to send you a donation, I'm sure that would be easy enough to Vero Beach Art Club.
Yes, verobeachartclub.org. Give me a call, go to the website. And if you start seeing our rack cards out around town, there's QR codes that you can go directly to the QR code to make a donation.
Yeah, and, as I always say, we sell our ducks for $5 so everyone can participate. It's affordable for most. And so, again, I would put a pitch in if you want to round out someone's experience and maybe bring a little smile to their face of accomplishment, that sense of pride, as you mentioned. $5 or $10 makes a difference to those folks. So
$10 buys 20 canvases when Amazon's got a good sale. It's amazing what you can do when you have your supply list and watch for sales.
So do you take donations? Because I do know that sometimes my husband will look at my crafts table and say, you're never going to use that, and that. I've seen it too often. Is that a possibility as opposed to goodwill?
It definitely is. We've had club members unexpectedly pass away, and we become sort of the keepers of their supplies, people that move. Mm-hmm. We just recently had a local tile company that's going to retire, and called me and said, who needs ceramic towels? I have a warehouse full.
Wow.
Come and get them. So you never know what conversation you're going to have when the phone rings. And we're welcome to all opportunities that fuels this amazing program that everything is run by these 600 club members.
And there's no dues for the club members?
Yes, there's an annual membership fee. It's $75 a year.
Okay.
And then we have a lifetime membership as well.
Okay. But really, the volunteers are what run the organization in terms of time and talent to help all the different things that are going on, as well as benefiting themselves. So do you have little get-togethers as a club, as different fractions of the club, perhaps? 601 place is a lot.
We do have our monthly meetings, and you will hear that the club is truly home to the artists. So they come and go, and one of the members spoke up and said, we really need to hang out. We want a club hangout. So this evening, it's every Monday, Judy Bergarella and Cammie DeMario came together to do, we call it Membership Monday, and they are known as the Florida Art Chicks. It's their own gig along the side. And they do it's open this evening, every Monday night from 6 to 8. Bring your snacks to share with your friends, and it's interactive artists, whether you're a member or not a member. If you can't afford a membership, come on in and paint. It's a fun evening. They'll put up canvases.
This is at 1903?
Yep, at
14.
the Art Club.
How about?
Every Monday from 6 to 8. Follow our Facebook page, and we always keep it up to date of what's going on for the day, for the week, but it's every Monday, and they do a fabulous job, and it's unstructured. And we've gotten a lot of new volunteers and members as a result. It's a lot of fun.
So that would be Vero Beach Art Club on Facebook.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So you've also got some other things going. I mean, you gave me a list that is just amazing. I think we've covered some of them, but a veterans class?
We teach a free veterans class the third Thursday of every month. It's free to any veteran or their family, and it's being hosted at the American Legion up on Old Dixie. We use their space. They were very generous to give us a big classroom, and it's Taco Thursday, so you get tacos and you get beverages and you can paint at the same time. And we try to rotate different artists. Dominique Tynes is a wonderful highwayman style painting, and she teaches. John Streeter is a wonderful pastel and oils painter who's going to teach the next class in November. So it's always something different.
And do you have a fair turnout?
We can have anywhere from 3 to 20. And the more the word gets out, the bigger the class gets. So we would love nothing better than to just fill that room.
Okay. Well, and as you're talking about all the different things that you've got going on at 1903 14th Avenue, I have been in there, but it keeps expanding in my mind. I think in my mind it was a smaller space, but you've got a lot going on.
Yeah, we love going out into the community. It's not just about what's at the address. It's what we do, outreach in the community as well.
So the next things coming up are Art in the Park?
Art in the Park on Sunday, and then Duck Derby weekend, Saturday and Sunday, November 2nd and 3rd at Point West. It is our Point West Fine Arts Family Festival. It'll be vendor booths. There is a classic car show. There will be live music, a silent auction, both days, Saturday and Sunday.
Wow. So I'll give a shameless plug for the Great Duck Derby. We start gathering around noon. The ducks usually go in the water around 2:30, 3 o'clock. A lot of fun, a lot of great food and drink there. There's sand for the kids to play on the beach. We sell 50-50 tickets, so there's lots of prizes that we give away. And the art club often has our artiste ducks auction the night before, but we have lots of other ducks that are there, and it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. So hope to see you guys out there. It is a fundraiser for women and children's health. As I was telling Sue earlier, when Medicaid dissolved, a lot of people fell off the roster. So we're all out of time, and I thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
See you next week. Thank you, Sue.